I was biting my nails and on the edge of my seat during every intense scene in this movie. My review of Deepwater Horizon next. Deepwater Horizon stars Mark Wahlberg, Kurt Russell, John Malkovich, and Kate Hudson. The film actually starts off while it's showing different credits. You have two people talking. One sounds like it's a reporter talking about the Deepwater Horizon and one of the survivors from there, and they're kind of talking while these credits are going. Next thing you know, you hear the alarm going off, and it's Mark Wahlberg's character with his wife, Kate Hudson, and he's about to disappear for 3 weeks to be on this oil rill. Now, what the entire movie is about the oil rill, about the worst disaster in United States history, and all the oil that was in the Gulf of Mexico that BP had to clean up, and millions and billions of dollars to actually put into this just to clean up the Gulf of Mexico. So with Mark Wahlberg there, he's one of the employees. Kurt Russell is actually their boss. And I have to admit, Kurt Russell and Mark Wahlberg really work together. No matter when one says something, one says the other, it just really seems like it works out very well. John Malkovich is actually the boss of everybody on there. So he's kind of like, I don't know if he's a CEO, but he actually is one of the bigger corporate bosses. He's actually on the oil rig there too. Now he's pretty much the asshole of the movie, where he always plays a great a-hole, I gotta say. So after we finally get a chance to get introduced to all these people, and they seem like they tried to go decently fast with it, but they still felt like it took a while before we finally got into what we really needed to get into with the disaster. But when the disaster starts happening on this oil rig, the oil rig and also all the people, they're getting their asses all whipped throughout this. And like I said, the beginning of this video, I was biting my nails, I was at the edge of my seat. It was so intense, and I have to give the filmmakers, the writers, everybody on this film so much props on this. It was amazing how crazy it really went through on this. But like I said, all the actors did a great job, very intense. It had a little bit of humor and all that, but it is definitely dramatic with maybe a little bit of intensity, maybe a little thriller. Who's going to survive? Who's not going to survive? And there was 129 people on here. You'll actually be surprised how many people actually does survive, how many people do not survive on here. It was just intense. It was crazy. But I have to say, it's definitely a huge recommend film of what happened back of April of 2010. So we're talking about 6.5 years ago that a film about it comes out. It was just what it was. And like I said, once the intense starts going, the movie grabs the audience's balls and will not let go until the credits go at the end of the film here. It is that intense there, and you're just crazy on what it is. But like I said, recommend. I thought all the actors did a great job. Even the people that maybe you recognize them, but all the co-stars did a good job on this. No one I felt like dropped the ball. Everybody did what they were supposed to do. Crazy. And it's good to actually see that in film still. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay awesome.